Brown County has one of the largest museums in northeast Wisconsin, but funding continues to fall short. And that has museum leaders looking at making an operational change that will benefit all. Fox 11 is on special assignment looking into the changes under consideration. Mark Leland joins us this morning with a preview of what he found. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you. Well, you know, Brown County's Neville Public Museum has had to deal with taxpayer-supported budget cuts each of the last several years, and that means more private dollars need to be raised, which has museum and county officials considering a plan to change the way the operation there is run.
Right now, Brown County contributes about 2/3 of the operating revenue for the Neville Public Museum. The museum's not-for-profit foundation generates the rest through private donations, memberships, and the operation of the museum gift store. The county is responsible for the building, the maintenance of the building, and the professional staff, which is bare bones for a museum of this size. The foundation pays for and maintains the exhibits. Museum Director Rolf Johnson would like to see a governance model where the entire operation is controlled by one entity, allowing it to grow.
Both sources of revenue support the museum, but they're absolutely at cross purposes. And so part of the governance change that we're looking at, and various models we're looking at, would be bringing all of these elements into alignment.
We have to look at different modes or different ways of doing things, because the reality is that we just don't have the wherewithal or the finances to be able to continue down that same path.
County Executive Troy Streckenbach supports Johnson's vision to revive the museum as it prepares to celebrate its 100th anniversary in 2015. Any change to the way the museum is run will have to include a bigger push on raising more dollars privately.
Now, museum officials and members of the Neville Public Museum Foundation Board are reviewing potential governance models. The likely choice, done at other museums across the country, would be to have the foundation take over the full operation with continued input and funding from Brown County.
Now, Mark, we deal with the new zoo a lot. It
Yes.
too is a county entity, but it is self-sustaining. Any chance the museum could operate like the zoo and totally fund itself?
Well, actually, that's not likely to happen. It would be nice. Of course, the county executive, Troy Streckenbach, would like to see the county support be lessened over time, but that would depend on the success of the museum in bringing in paying visitors and its revenue generating abilities. But the county owns the building, and Troy Streckenbach tells me that that operation would not change. The county would continue to own it, so they would continue to maintain it and invest in it that way.
Okay, talking about more money, what would that change for the museum?
Well, a lot of changes could come about because of more funding there. The museum would not only be able to bring in bigger, more elaborate exhibits, it would also be able to update the exhibits that it currently has and really make the museum more visitor-friendly using the latest computer and video technology that you see so much nowadays.
And I know the little ones, kids,
Yes.
like to touch the displays and be more hands-on.
They do. Changes would certainly include more interactive features to get visitors more involved in the museum. Right now they do have a football exhibit set up that explores the science of football, where you can actually put your skills to the test, and they hope to have more of that in the future.
And I actually saw that exhibit, and it is pretty amazing. And find out more about why change is needed at the Neville and what could be in store for the future tonight at 9 with Mark's On Special Assignment report. And if you have a suggestion for a story for Mark and our special assignment team to look into, send your information to osa@wluk.com. Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you.